I'm a very caring person, a warm person, one that likes to provide support, help, and service to those who come behind me, if you will. I really like to connect with my ancestry um, and the collectiveness that African people share and the communal aspects of our philosophy. It truly it takes a village, if you will. So that is really who I am. Yes, I'm an academician. I am a artist. I am a writer. I have many talents, but my most formidable characteristics would be my heart and my willingness to extend myself to others and to help see them grow and develop. That's how I really would describe myself.
My name is Stacey Terry. I'm the head coach here at San Diego State, and I've been here for the last 5 years. And the way that I would describe myself to a stranger, first and foremost, I'm a mother. It's the most important job that I've ever had, and I've been trying to figure that thing out for the last 6 years. But I'm a basketball coach that is trying to give these student athletes another avenue, expose them to higher education, and hope they can blaze their own path after basketball.
Females are the #1 underrepresented group in police work, and I think that the public is well receptive of me being a female cop because I come in at a softer approach in a very male-dominant, or traditionally male-dominant field. So.
Sometimes women get judged differently than men do, in the fact that women that come in and are big-time disciplinarians and are really, really tough and really push in a way that some of our men counterparts would, they end up getting fired. And so it's a thin line of being able to being that motherly figure and also being a disciplinarian, and sometimes that line gets lost and or crossed, and I think that's a huge issue with our sport, because I think sometimes trying to find the balance between the two is challenging for us.
Being at a women's college for me was very inspiring. I was around other women who were going to be doctors, engineers, scientists, nurses, CEOs of companies, whatever they wanted to be, and just being in an environment of women having these dreams and actually talking about it, at lunchtime and relax. It was very motivating for me.
I think my demeanor and my energy coming into a situation really speaks for itself. I don't try to be anything other than myself just because I have this uniform on. I try my best to be the same person out of it.
I am first generation, and so when I finished my bachelor's degree in psychology, then I went on to get my master's degree. Then again, I got excited again, and I started looking around the classroom and noticed that I was the only one that looked like myself in the classroom, and that gave me more motivation. Because I knew that I wanted to not only touch all lives, but I really wanted to touch the lives from my community. And I know how important it is to look across a desk, look across the room with someone who's in authority who looks like you.
I think I'm excited for the opportunity to talk about it, because I think things like this and any opportunity we have to bring awareness to how important it is to have people that look like our student athletes to look up to in positions of power. And I think it's bigger than me. I think it's higher than me. We need to have administrators, because they're the ones that are making these decisions on who's hiring and who's being fired. And I think once we go up that pole, so to speak, you'll see more women of color being hired in positions of power.
I'm very aware of me being like a rare sight, being a black female cop. And knowing that and going to this job every day, I feel like there's a big responsibility that I put on myself to represent both sides equally well, represent law enforcement well, and represent my culture well. And I think the role that I play to the citizens is like, okay, yes, she looks like me. Maybe I can trust her a little bit more. Maybe she'll understand the way that I speak.
Being around other women to say, hey, there's a way we can all do this by supporting each other. So I try to surround myself with women who are maybe a couple of classes above me so that I can listen and learn how they were succeeding, what their plans are, and to say, you know, maybe I can do that too. And because of that, I decided to get my last degree, my doctorate, my PhD from Howard University, which you know is a historical black college and university in Washington, D.C. And I did that because I wanted to surround myself with other African-American doctors, dentists, lawyers, psychiatrists, psychologists, so then I can walk in that path and learn from my community how to be successful.
I was lucky enough to get this opportunity to be the head coach here at San Diego State and want to make sure that I can help other people along the way to have the same opportunities that I had. So if I can mentor and teach and hire people of color that can go on and do great things in the industry, then I think I've kind of helped blaze the path for those who come after us.
I feel like I work as a translator for both my community and for my partners who will come into a situation where I recognize as, oh, okay, this is normal growing up around certain things. Yeah, growing up around the area, certain things, and having the knowledge that I have from my background, and my partner who probably isn't as adjusted to it.
We women have to do what our ancestors used to do. We have to teach each other and love each other and help each other. It's us. We have to do that. That's really for all women.
And the more that we work together, I think the faster we elevate each other. And we got to find a way to do that better as women. We do not do a great job of that. Because like I said, I would not be in this position if it wasn't for my former boss and one of my dear friends who is a woman of color who pushed hard for me and gave me and taught me and mentored me so I could be ready for this job.
I think you get more from people when you use compassion versus aggression. And that's just my philosophy for life and this job, and it's working out pretty good. So
we have to mentor. How else do you know how to get there if no one's showing you the way?
It was maybe something that powers that be would never possibly see us in that role. But I wanted to prove them wrong. Didn't take much proving. We have the same intellect as everyone else. I just had to commit myself to doing what I needed to do to get where I wanted to get by any means necessary. Any means necessary. Head to toe, left to right, fat, skinny, light, black, brown, blue, brown, black, all of that.